Hey, what's up guys? Mass Shiny here, come back with a brand new video for you guys, and I am so sorry for this audio quality. I am here in the Chicago airport heading on over to Copenhagen, where I'll be flying into Stockholm for the major here. Unfortunately, this is the only place I could come out with this video, and as you're seeing on your screen right now, we don't have internet connection. It's gonna take hours for me to upload this video, and this is the only place that's even somewhat quiet here, so I do apologize, but nonetheless, we do have our brand new champion stage, and I do have some picks to give you guys. I haven't covered the first two because I felt like they were pretty easy to do. 5 out of 9 is not hard, especially when, I mean, there was some pretty obvious ones. Talking about that pass round here, you knew Navi was moving on. You knew G2 was moving on. Heroic, NIP, Vitality, and Gambit were all pretty safe bets. So even if you threw those down at the bottom, you threw in whatever phase, you're still getting 6 out of 7. Very hard to not get 5 out of 7 here, especially when you got 3 locks in Navi, G2, and NIP no matter what. But hopping on into our brand new stage here. First up, we've got Knobby and Vitality. Now, I don't want to consistently pick the overarching favorite here, but it's pretty hard not to go Navi, especially when they're 3-0. They cruise their way through, and honestly, Vitality is looking really shaky after everything that had happened. They barely made it in here, and honestly, to me at least, I don't think that's even going to stand a chance. We're going to see probably most likely a 2-1 Navi, just barely sneaking out a map. Vitality is. I don't think Vitality is going to do anything more than probably 16-13 their own map choice, and Navi is probably going to come in probably 16-5-ish on that third map. Moving down here, we've got Gambit and Furia. Now, I do like Gambit. They're one of the people I think could honestly go really far and potentially even reach a grand final if they didn't face Navi. That throws some questions in here. But honestly, I think Gambit definitely is going to have the upper hand here. And for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and pick Gambit. I think it's going to be a decently close one. I can't see Furia pulling it out though. Moving on over here, we've got G2 and NIP. This one is probably going to be whoever you've got going into your semifinals here. I think that whoever wins this game is going to be facing off in the Grand Championship. I guess that's the championship, not the semifinals. Obviously, whoever wins going to go to the semifinals here. But honestly, I think G2 is looking extremely strong. NIP, I watched them today in their final match, and I wasn't impressed. I'll be honest. They barely squeaked it out against Copenhagen Flames in overtime on the third map of Ancients. I can't believe Copenhagen Flames honestly didn't pull that out, because NIP is looking very bad, and honestly I think G2 is going to come in with a 2-0 steamroll. I think they're going to win about 16-7 first map of if it's their map choice, and then they're going to barely squeak out NIP's map choice. Coming down here, we've got Heroic and VP. Now, I really like Heroic. I put them in the last stage to move on because I honestly think they are a very strong team. Virtus Pro, to me, is extremely inconsistent in what they do, and that honestly does not make me feel good picking them moving forward. There's matches I thought they were going to do much better, and they didn't really show up. I think Heroic here has got something to prove, and honestly, this Heroic roster could go on very strong runs, in my opinion. They definitely have a shot here. They've got everything they need to go on a very strong run, but they are facing the top tier competition. And on back over, we've got Navi and Gambit. Once again, I stated I really like Gambit. However, against Navi, I can't justify putting Gambit over Navi. I think Navi is definitely the strongest, the favorite, and it's going to be hard to go against them, especially with Gambit. And on over to the right side here, we've got G2 and Heroic, and unfortunately for Heroic, I think this is the end of the line for them. I really like Heroic as a team, and I think they have that drive and that passion to go ahead and try and get this dub against G2. However, I think we're going to see basically what happened with NIP and Copenhagen Flames, where Heroic, they're going to fall just so slightly short on that third map, and that's going to leave us to a Navi G2 final. Now, as much as I want to pick G2 to win this, it's really hard to go against Navi. Who I would like to win it is G2. I think G2 definitely has the strong power that they need. However, I feel like Navi, Simple, and everyone else on that team has really been showing up lately. I mean, they have dominated. In the past, what is it, like 15 games? They've only dropped one match, but they barely lost to Gambit. I believe it was almost a 2-0, but 90% win rate in the past 15 games. It's hard to go against Navi here. And G2, although they've been looking extremely strong, I think if G2 can come close on Navi's map choice, maybe end up losing like 16-13, we could potentially see G2 with a dominating like 16-8. And that will give them the greatest headspace possible for that final match where we might see it go 15-15 into overtime. I think that is definitely a possibility, because if Navi and G2 square up, we're going to be seeing, in my opinion, the two best teams in CSGO squaring up. That's what I want to see. Now, I would be happy either way. However, G2 feeling like they are a little bit of an underdog here, I'd got to go with G2 in my personal opinion, who I want to win, but Navi at the end of the day is going to be pulling out that dub. I feel like in everyone's opinion. Everyone picked Astralis in Berlin 2019, and although it was extremely hard, as a fan, you just knew that Astralis were going to pull that one out. They were the strongest team heading in, and they left the strongest team, and I feel like that's the exact same thing that's going to be going on here for Navi. Everyone knows they're the strongest coming in, and everyone knows that they've got the best shot at this major. It would honestly not be the smartest move to go against Navi, because I give them probably a 40-ish% chance of winning this major. But that is really all I have for today, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I am so sorry for this audio quality. The next video you are going to see will come up on Friday. That is a pre-recorded video, and hopefully the audio will definitely be much better. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for sticking through this upload, and I'll meet you guys all in Stockholm. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.